All right, we're here.
I was gonna try to make it look like. What?
Yeah.
How do you make your mouth? Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah, you're so good at that.
I was gonna make it look like I was doing that to the clap. And the
Oh.
clap.
All right, we're here.
I was gonna try to make it look like. What?
Yeah.
How do you make your mouth? Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah, you're so good at that.
I was gonna make it look like I was doing that to the clap. And the
Oh.
clap was a noise that came. I took too long.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You did a great job.
That's fine. I just saw this video. It's his dad outside of Home Depot, and he has triplets in car seats.
Oh, fun.
Babies.
Mm.
So he's got the big flat cart. He's trying to stack them on,
Oh.
and it's not long enough.
Okay.
So then he asks the guy that has the one with the rails on it. He's like, "Can I trade you?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he gets that. He puts the car seat on. He puts the second car seat on. He goes to put the third gear seat on. There's not enough room. He's like, "Okay." And the guy walks up and he's like, "Oh gosh, what are you gonna do?" And he's like, "I'm gonna do what it takes." He gets into the back of his truck and he gets out two of the giant carabiners, attaches them to the car seat, and lifts the middle one up. Then just slides the third one in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And all the guys there, you could see like there are several guys watching,
Uh-huh.
and everybody's like, "Good job, bro!"
Yeah, but where's he going to put his stuff that he's buying?
Underneath that one,
Hmm.
underneath the floaty one, or on the back, because the back you could put the stuff on the back. There's the two rails, the two top ones and the two
Yeah.
in the front and back, and then you could put it there because it's in the front one.
Okay.
Anyway, I think there will be plenty of
That
space.
doesn't make sense to me, but okay.
There will be plenty of space.
Okay.
I feel like I should put my hair up.
Can we say welcome back now?
Welcome back.
Okay, welcome back.
Welcome back.
It is been a week.
It has been a week since
But
we've seen y'all.
it is coming up on Easter Sunday.
Resurrection Day.
So I was wondering, what did you guys used to do for Easter as a kid?
Oh. So we would go to church, obviously. Church. And then we would go upstairs. So our house, the bedrooms, the kids' bedrooms were upstairs. And then my parents' bedroom was downstairs. So we would go upstairs. And we would hang out upstairs.
Uh-huh.
And then my parents would hide eggs
Uh-huh.
around the house and the yard and would hide peanuts.
So which one of you was looking out the window to see where the eggs were?
We didn't.
What?
We didn't.
What do you mean?
Because they said if they saw us, they would take all the eggs back, and some of them had money.
Oh.
So we stayed in my room so that we weren't in the boys' room so that we wouldn't even be tempted.
That seems like maybe one of your brothers might have done it anyway, but interesting.
I don't know. I mean, the likelihood is that Caleb would have.
I wasn't going to call him out by name, but
Little
okay.
baby rebel. But no, he from what I remember, we stayed
Yeah.
in my room. And then waited until my parents said it was time.
Money, huh? How much money?
Sometimes some quarters,
Quarters. Ooh, big spenders.
sometimes $1.
Ho dollar. Make you holla.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, We had baskets. And then we had an Easter basket.
Mm-hmm.
And an Easter basket was hidden as well.
Okay.
And we each had our own color.
Nice. Mm-hmm. What was yours?
Green.
Huh. Interesting.
Sometimes it was blue. Because Caleb liked green. Because he liked everything that I did. So a lot of my stuff was blue. And Caleb's was green. And then Ben's was either red or orange.
Interesting. So, what was your favorite Easter treat?
Probably the chocolate.
Okay, but there's so many different kinds of like Easter chocolate. There's the chocolate eggs that are pastel and hard on the outside. There's just the wrapped up foil chocolates. There's the big formed like characters that are chocolate. There's Cadbury eggs that are filled on the inside that are chocolate.
I know they really liked robin's eggs.
Those
like
are
the malt balls.
the malt balls, not the Cadbury eggs that are hard candy coated.
No, those weren't around when I was a kid.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that I'm aware of.
Oh,
I don't remember having them until Selena introduced me to them. I don't know, after we were married.
I don't know. It all runs together for me.
After they were married, I think. So, I mean, it's been 17 years or less. What?
This is funny to me.
So I really liked robin's eggs. I did like jelly beans. I like to chew off the outer bits because in a jelly bean there's like the squishy middle bit, but then there's like the hard coating. I like to eat off all the hard coating and then eat the little squishy jelly bean on the inside.
Warning, she's letting her weird self out.
I really liked those.
Tell us how you eat Twix, honey.
Nope, that's not part of this conversation. One time, so my dad was an electrician, and so one time he worked for this this building, and anyway, he was rewiring a building, and in the building, there was a chocolatier, and they did really cool stuff like salmon and knives and birds and
Their chocolate tasted like salmon.
no, it was formed.
Oh, I
They
see.
were hollow, but they were formed like
What a trickery.
you think
What a
giant
trickery. Yes, that was like, I'd be like, cool, I got a bunny. Or like at Christmas, be like, oh, I got a Santa. And then you bite down on it and then like half of it crumbles and you're
crumbles
just
apart.
like, oh.
Oh no. As an adult, I think that would be kind of cool. Do that and then like fill it with.
Yeah, if it was filled, that would be something different, but it was
I
filled
mean, as an
with
adult, then you can fill
oxygen.
it now. Yeah, it was filled with oxygen. It was.
It was not, it's not
some
what I
whipped cream
expected.
in
Be like, man, this is like the lightest chocolate ever.
Mm-hmm.
Psych your mind, it's
Weird.
hollow.
I wonder why.
Yeah, wonder why. But every once in a while, you get nice one of them nice, thick, heavy ones, and you bite into it, you're like, that's a whole chocolate bar.
Yeah. So I think that's it. I mean, we always did like
You didn't
the
say
Easter,
which
the
your favorite
resurrection story.
candy was.
I was telling you my chocolate. Like, yeah, I liked the robin's eggs. I liked the big hollow chocolates.
Oh, okay. So you just liked all of them.
Probably, yeah. I do like Easter candy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan of the chocolate too. But now that, candy has upped to their game, definitely love the Reese's eggs.
Yeah, I prefer, Reese's. I prefer the shapes. Because the chocolate to, I keep thinking pumpkin, peanut butter is a better ratio. I like more peanut butter than I do like chocolate. I'm not a huge fan of like a Hershey's style of chocolate,
The milk chocolate.
the flavor. And
Yeah.
so, but I do like the ratio of the shapes.
And Reese's, I prefer, yes,
All of them.
all of them.
Okay. Okay.
If it's peanut butter and chocolate,
You'll take it.
I'm game.
Yeah.
Although not super a fan of the potato chip big cup. That was a bit weird.
You also didn't like, I got them the Reese's peanut butter puffs. Puffs. The cereal.
No.
Reese's cereal. Hold on. There was cereal. And I got you a Reese's, one of the big cups that had the cereal inside.
in it. Yeah.
He doesn't like stale cereal. So even when
No,
we were
yeah.
in
Portland, we went to Voodoo Donuts
Yeah.
and they have like a grape ape and
Which
like
was
a
weird
tutti
but so
frutti
good. And they had, like,
thing.
Captain Crunch.
Yeah. So basically, they make hot donuts. They dip them in hot icing, and then they dip those in cereal, whether it be Captain Crunch or
And there it's all on top.
grape. And it's on top, which is cool. You know, it looks cool. You bite into it, it rips your mouth open.
Yes.
Like, and
as
it's
it
super
should.
stale because it's like hot, moist air all over the cereal, and it
Yeah.
just makes
so
it
just
stale.
makes it a little bit stale. But the grape ape, you think grape donut is delish. It's like grape Laffy Taffy flavored donut. I thought it was,
So good for you.
yeah, I thought it was so interesting.
But anyway, yeah, no, so like the stale cereal one, not that great.
No, you know,
But the pretzel one was pretty good.
yeah, pretzel maintains its crunch.
And its saltiness.
Yeah,
Right.
do like a little salty sweeter.
Well, and I like salty peanut butter, so. But speaking of which, if you got a Costco membership, make sure you get the red chili jelly and make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with that. It is a peanut sauce, peanut butter and jelly, which is fantastic.
For you,
You didn't like it?
I thought it was okay. I
Oh,
prefer raspberry,
what?
strawberry.
Who are you?
Oh,
I like the spice with the sweet, so.
okay. So that was my Easter's.
Right.
I was always such a very good finder.
I know you found me. Ha ha.
I did. I did.
You did.
I did. Okay, so tell me about your Easters as a kid.
Similar. Very similar. Lots of egg finding. Difference being instead of it being brothers, it was cousins at like grandparents' house.
Okay, so you did a family thing,
Right.
like a big family thing.
From what I can remember, and probably some stuff at the house and an Easter basket, I'm sure. What I do remember is the chocolate molded shapes.
Yeah. Whether they were hollow or solid.
Right. And you know, just remember getting baskets and stuff and just like hanging out with fams and whatnot. Church was not a big part of growing up, so therefore there wasn't that part of it.
Yeah,
Glad now that it is a part of it.
right.
So, but yeah, it was just it was another day for the fams to get together and hang out and have dinner, and that's kind of how Easter was growing up for me.
Do you guys hide peanuts?
No, your family is the first family that I've ever heard of ever hiding peanuts. We just did the eggs. We were basic vanilla, just eggs. I mean, I'm sure we colored eggs and stuff too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we colored eggs.
But your guys's was the first that I ever, like, you were like, yeah, just use the white crayon. What are you talking about? So that you can make designs on the eggs.
Yeah.
We always did like the color and then like the dollar store vinyl so you could get to like shrink onto the egg or whatever.
Oh, the egg shrinks.
Yeah. To do to the designs.
Interesting. Did you ever get circus peanuts in your eggs?
I'm sure I did. And I'm sure they went, I'm like, oh, fantastic. And then just kept on trucking. Yeah, if it's sugary and not chocolate, I'm not like a super fan. I did like Jolly Ranchers as a kid.
Did you? I did too.
The green apple ones and the watermelon ones.
Yeah,
Other than that, I didn't care for them.
Okay.
You know this
You've
about
always
me.
been a salty person rather than a sweet.
Yes,
Unless it's
and-
chocolate.
Yeah, if it's sweet, it's pretty much got to be chocolate or vanilla ice cream with chocolate on it.
Yeah.
Like it.
A little chocolate monster.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about sweet. If my view is that if it's gonna be sweet,
Yeah.
it needs to have chocolate on it. If there's no chocolate on it, it's not worth it.
Okay.
However,
However.
the rolls that you just made
Yeah.
were fantastic. No chocolate on those, but they
That's
were definitely sweet.
You do like cinnamon rolls, though.
Yeah, I do like cinnamon rolls, and they don't need to have chocolate on them. But
But.
let's just brainstorm this here. Let's just talk about it.
Okay.
A chocolate cinnamon roll. What does that sound like to you? That sounds like either a mole cinnamon roll or a fried ice cream cinnamon roll, because you could do like an a la mode with some vanilla ice cream on the side, and then it's got the cinnamon with the chocolate. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
New inventions all over the place here.
I made these. I got a bread recipe from our daughter Autumn, and so I've made it a couple times, and it makes 2 loaves. It's like white bread, sandwich bread is I think is what it's supposed to be called.
It's delicious, is what it is.
And so the first time I made it, the way that it said,
Don't do that.
it was fine. One of the rolls I put in like pecans, honey, cinnamon,
It was, but
and it was good. And
It
sticky,
was-
and I burned myself on the sugar. And then the second one, I made bread and rolls. I made buns. So, because we're gonna have brats with sauerkraut for like a St. Patrick's Day, not on St. Patrick's Day, but like Tuesday.
right. But what I was saying was not doing it like they said, because the second one you did, the second batch you did, you needed it for a very long time, longer than what they said. And it came out so much more like fluffy white.
The third time.
I don't know. You made a lot of bread. Anyway, you kneaded it a lot and it came out very fluffy, nice. Whereas if you do it the way that they say to do it,
It's kind of crumbly.
it's a little crumbly. And then that one that you did, I don't know if it's because you had maybe a little bit more liquid in the batch or whatever, but it was a little bit more dense. It was that rustic loaf, but it had like bounce to it. It wanted to
that
fight
was
back
just-
when you were biting it. It was
That
like,
was just the
get out of
rustic
here.
loaf. That wasn't the same loaf.
Oh, it wasn't the
it
same
wasn't
bread.
the same bread. No, that was the one.
It was delish.
Yeah. So that one. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this bread. So the third batch I made, I figured I was like, I wonder if I can like establish the gluten a little better because it is kind of crumbly, which is fine. But I was like,
It's not great as sandwich bread.
I was like, I wonder if I can just like work it a bit longer. And so I did. And it's a completely different bread if you need it. I kneaded it and then let it rise again.
Oh, I need it.
And then I
I need it so
kneaded
good.
each half. Anyway, so the one roll was garlic and onion and pepper. And then I rolled it up and put it in the pan. And then the second one, the second loaf of that batch, I did dates and pecans and cinnamon and some curry powder and a little bit of salt. Anyway, and I put that on and then I rolled it up and then I sliced it and put it into a bundt pan. So it was kind of like a pull apart. And that was fantastic. That's
Yeah,
the
it
one
was
he's
a
talking about. It didn't have
Middle
chocolate.
Eastern cinnamon roll pull apart. It was really good.
And then I had made a rustic loaf, and that one, everything goes in room temperature, and you let it sit for 18 to 24 hours. And that one, I sprayed with lavender rosemary water. And then I put 2 pieces of ice down inside with it when the lid was on,
Oh, yeah.
so that it would, in my head, it would
Steam it.
soften the top and steam it a little so that the outside would be crispier. And I think if I had left it in the oven a little bit longer,
Yeah.
once I take the lid off and put it in, because then I sprayed on rosemary lavender water, and then I did this. One of my customers brought back from Iceland some flaky salt with Arctic thyme, and like it's a product of Iceland, and so I sprinkled that on, and it was delish.
It was a
very,
delish bread.
springy.
Yeah.
And I thought about, and then 30 minutes in, the next 30 minutes you leave it with the lid off, and I was like, oh well, maybe I will let it go a little bit longer so that the top gets crispy, and but then I was like, no, I think I want to try this the way it is. So, but it was very fragrant, very delicious.
Yeah, it's very delish.
But yeah, no, I could make a cinnamon roll that's cinnamon and chocolate chips and walnuts. Do you want walnuts or pecans?
Maybe. I was just thinking more of like instead of a white icing that is always bleh, we could just do like a drizzle.
So not even chocolate inside,
Yeah.
just chocolate on the outside
Because I don't necessarily care for like the powdery texture.
of chocolate?
Yeah.
No, I was saying like chocolate chips
Yeah, I don't know
on
about
the
that.
inside.
Because then it doesn't like get all over.
Unless in the last like few minutes of baking, I put chips on top and then it melts
Right.
and then it re-hardens
Yeah, maybe.
into like a crust.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like a brulee crust.
Like a magic shell, but different.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Something like that.
Maybe. I made a bunch of bread because we were having soup with bread for
Church.
church dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So I had made a bunch of bread. I don't usually make a ton of bread at a house, but
Might as well. It cuts down on cost and it tastes so much better than the store-bought junk.
right, and I know what's in it.
Yep.
So there's not a lot of preservatives and stuff. And we've been on a kick to eat in a way that supports my endocrine system
Yep.
a bit better.
Ooh, we need to figure out how to make bolillos.
Bolillos.
The rolls.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know. I will have to figure out. I will find a recipe for that
Just
kind of bread.
because of the crusty part, maybe it has to have an egg wash or
Well,
I don't know.
my concern more is that the bread, the rustic and the sandwich bread recipe, they both are a bit more dense. And bolillos are very like light.
Yes. But the sandwich bread that you needed longer was way lighter than the other one.
That is true.
So it may
did.
just be in need time.
And its crumb structure was very different. Even like the outer skin
Yep.
was completely different.
Yep.
So, yeah.
If you want it to stick together, you got to put it in the time, babe.
Arctic time. Yeah.
So,
Did it rain on Easter for you guys a lot?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was like a
Crapshoot
probably
for you guys.
75-25. So a lot of times our stuff was hid inside the house.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember much, but I don't think so. But you're also coming in out of a time like it could also be like freezing. right?
You could still have snow.
Right. So
That's true. There.
there was quite a few times that during March Madness tournament, which is right now, there would be a snowstorm. So
Oh, interesting.
just kind of depends on the year, right? When it falls and all that fun jazz.
Yeah, that's
Some
interesting.
and sometimes it would be like sunny and 70. It just depends. You know, land of extreme weathers. Not like here.
We, I mean, sometimes in March. We one year, maybe like 7 or 8 years ago, we got snow in May.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, hello. I don't know where you think you are, but it's not
It was a weird
Michigan.
year. Yeah, it was a weird year for sure.